Happy New Year, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to walk you through my step-by-step process of how I plan for the new year to achieve my goals. I feel like a new year means a fresh start and just a new opportunity to really work towards the goals that you have and to achieve them. So in this video, I'll walk you through my 5-step process of making my goals, planning to achieve those goals, and how I track to make sure that I'm on track to reach those goals. The first step of this process is starting first with reflection. You get so much value from sitting down and reviewing what happened in the previous year. It allows you to practice gratitude for what went well, learn from the mistakes you made that year. It allows you to get closure from all of what happened in 2023 and really start the new year with a fresh slate. I usually do a very heavyweight version of this reflection with something called the year compass. And that compass really does a good job going deep into the moments that were really important of 2023 and allowing you to gain the lessons you need to gain of those moments in 2023. But the key questions are: what important moment happened last year? What were you the most proud of? What were you not able to accomplish? And what are you grateful for? By sitting down and reflecting on these core questions, you can really begin planning for 2024 with a fresh slate and with more wisdom. Now let's talk about the second step of the process, which is probably the most enjoyable step, and that is creating a vision for 2024. A lot of people really underestimate the power of having a vision. I think having a vision is one of the most important things you need to do as a human being. Like, if you don't have a vision and direction about what you want your life to be, other people will determine it for you, and you're going to be left unhappy and annoyed about the reality of your life. But if you are really intentional and you plan out what you want from your life, you're more likely to be happy about how your life is turning out. Almost every year in my 20s, I've written down my vision for that year and my vision in the future. And when I tell you everything that I've written down has actually happened, it's crazy. It might not happen exactly at that moment, but a lot of it has happened several years later. It just shows you the power of writing down what you want from life. So there are 2 ways that I've done this visualizing of my life. The first way is memoir style, and the second way is with a vision board. I really prefer the memoir style, and the memoir style is that you basically write a journal entry for you 1 year out. Imagine it's December 31st, 2024. What are you going to be saying in your journal? So for example, you might say something like, wow, 2024 was the best year of my life. I was able to finally get a new job, move to a nice apartment, and reach my savings goals. That can be an example of what you write down in this memoir style entry. Be really specific, think about the things you really want and write them down, and you'd be shocked by how many of those things will actually happen in a year's time if you take the time to do the next few steps, which are executing on your plans to reach those goals. If you're not interested in writing, there's also the vision board style, which I think is the most popular style on social media. Create a vision board of all the things you want this year. If you want a nice apartment, if you want better mental health, find pictures for what you want specifically and put that onto your vision board. You can create this vision board on Pinterest. And another cool tip I have, if you decide to go the vision board route, is to actually make the vision board your phone background and also your laptop background. I feel like that's a good way to constantly remember what you want to have in the new year. Now that we've created a vision, it's time to take that vision and have concrete goals about what you want to achieve in the new year. In this step, it's really important not to put down every single thing you want as a goal for the year, but to really narrow it down to a few main goals that you really want to achieve. So review your vision board, review your memoir page, and pick the 3 most important things that you really want to happen in the new year. By narrowing your goals, you can focus really hard on a few things and work towards achieving those goals. Because sometimes people have a lot of goals and then it just makes you super distracted. As someone who has done it before, the best way to be successful and achieve your goals is to have few goals and focus on those few goals. And once you've narrowed down on your list of your top goals, the next thing you want to do is make those goals smart. So if on your goals list you have, I want to be fit in 2024, be specific. What does being fit mean to you? Make it a SMART goal. Make it specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. For example, if your goal is, I want to be fit in 2024, what does being fit actually mean to you? It could mean, I want to lose 20 pounds by the end of 2024. That is a goal that's specific, it's achievable, it's relevant, it's time-bound. It's really important to make these goals SMART because this will allow you to measure these goals, and that's the most important part, is measuring measuring yourself every day to make sure you're getting closer and closer to those goals. And before we leave this section, I think the most important part, once you've written down your goals and you know what you want to focus on in 2024, move in silence. This is something I've learned the hard way. Do not share your goals with anyone. Only share your goals with people who are going to help you make your goals happen. In my case, whenever I shared my goals with family and friends, like they always try to tell me why I shouldn't have these goals. For example, when I wanted to create a YouTube channel 4 years ago, I told my friend like I'm working on a YouTube channel, and she literally told me, oh, I don't think you have the personality for YouTube. 300,000 followers later, I can say that she was totally wrong and missed the mark on that one. So if it's a goal you really care about, stand firm in your goals. Do not share it with anyone, because people will try to dissuade you from having those goals. And the best way to prevent people from dissuading you from having goals is them not knowing about the goals. Now that we've narrowed down on a few key goals of 2024, now it's time to actually plan out how we're going to achieve these goals. For me, with the planning process, I'm using a strategy from the 12-week year. The main philosophy of this book is that instead of planning annually, make your plans for 12 weeks, and this will allow you to achieve more this year. For each goal I have, what I do is I break down week by week up to 12 weeks. What can I do every single week to bring me closer to that goal? So for example, if your goal in 2024 is that you want to learn how to code, you're going to break that goal up into 12-week steps. The first week can be researching the best course to take for this programming language goal. The second week can be you finish your second week of the class and you do your homework for that class, all the way up until 12 weeks. Breaking these major goals into week by week goals makes it more manageable, and it also allows you to kind of know what you're doing every single week to bring you closer to the goal. Once you have your goals, you've broken down week by week your plan to achieve these goals. The next step is to keep yourself accountable on a daily basis to achieve these goals. I'm a huge fan of the habit trackers. This is the app I'm using right now to track my habits, and I've used it all year. I feel like habit tracking really keeps you accountable day in, day out. But what's also important about habit trackers is that they help you focus on like the leading indicators of reaching your goal. When we said that we wanted to learn to code, the day-to-day leading indicator is how many hours you're investing in taking that class. For example, if your goal is to lose 5 pounds in the next 12 weeks, you shouldn't track the weight that you are losing, because that's kind of seen as a lagging indicator. You want to track the leading indicator, which is how many calories you eat every day, how many steps you're walking every day. Did you go to the gym? Yes or no? These are things you would put into your habit tracker. Like, I love using a habit tracker. I use it for helping me stay more committed to my fitness goals, to my health goals, and also just the goals I have for content creation and business goals. I feel like these 5 steps really give you a good framework for how to reach your goals in 2024. Thank you so much for watching, and I wish you guys a good new year, and I really believe that this year you're going to achieve all of your goals. See you guys in the next video.